And welcome to the Thursday Ticket. It's our live weekly show where all we do is talk this week's releases, Hollywood news, and all things movies. My name is Sergio, and I'm here with Kaleigh.
Hello, everyone. We are so excited to talk movies with you, and we're pretty excited, too, because it's a long weekend. It's a holiday weekend. That means that you guys have an extra day. So with that extra day, you guys have plenty of time this weekend to see lots of movies.
And there is tons of content out there for you, specifically for families. We have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is still going in strong.
Yeah.
By the way, it was nominated for a Best Picture Academy Award, so make sure you catch that one if you haven't seen it. It is awesome. We also have the Lego Movie 2, which was hilarious. Again, I was a big fan of the first Lego movie that came out, Lego Batman, then after that, and all that good stuff. So Lego Movie 2, catch that. And AMC is bringing Ralph back. Ralph Breaks the Internet is coming back. So if you didn't see it back in November, December, January, you can see it in February. Go see it.
So there's lots to see with the family, but today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. So maybe you guys want to leave the kids at home and you want to go and take your Valentine to a movie.
You could.
So that leads us right into our question of the week. We're going to do something a little different this week. Sergio and I are really excited. We're going to do our question in the week in the form of a poll. So we want to know what movie you're going to take your Valentine to. You're going to tell us with all of your emojis, all of your like buttons down there, what movie you want to take your Valentine to. So Sergio, tell us our options.
So you can either see Alita, and if you're going to go see Alita Battle Angel, give us the angry face emoji, because, you know, Alita is kicking butt, and she doesn't smile when she's kicking butt. If you want to see Isn't It Romantic, the little heart emoji.
Give us some hearts.
Right? What else?
If you want to see Happy Death Day, give us the wow face. We're pretending that it's a
like
I'm
a
shocked
shocking moment
and scared face. And if you guys are going to participate in our Best Picture Showcase, which Sergio and I are rocking the shirts.
That's right.
Give us the laughing face, because you're going to have so much fun. One of the most fun events that AMC puts on all year.
So, with that, what movie, I mean, you let us know, chime in, let us know what movies you want to go see.
Yeah.
But
I want to know what movie you're taking your Valentine to, Sergio.
All right, I was going to ask you that question, but that's fine.
All right.
Flip it back to me.
I will.
So, it's a movie that I already saw. A few shows ago, I talked about Alita Battle Angel and how I was able to go, one of the fortunate few that got to see it in Dolby Cinema 3D. Wow. It's a movie I'm going to go see again because it was that good with my wife. So, I'm all about romance, action, sci-fi robots, all that good stuff. It's definitely my #1 choice this week.
Good. So if you guys agree with Sergio, give him those angry faces on our poll if you agree with him. But,
how about you, Kaleigh?
So if you guys agree with me, I had to think long and hard. There's lots of good movies out this weekend. However, it's Valentine's Day. I need to see a movie.
Is it something maybe romantic?
It might be. Okay, so yeah, it's Isn't It Romantic with Rebel Wilson and Liam Hemsworth. Give me all those hearts if you agree with me. We're going to talk even more about what all of these movies are about in our weekend movie guide, but make sure you guys are playing along with our poll.
Yeah, we want to see it. Again, polls are awesome. We get to see in live what it is that you're chiming in for. So with that, let's get the show started. Let's kick it over to our weekend movie guide.
All right, Sergio, so you told us that you're going to take your Valentine, your lovely wife, to Alita Battle Angel. I know that you've seen it and you think it is absolutely awesome, but tell us what makes it so awesome and why you're going to take your Valentine to go see it.
One word, James Cameron. I mean...
2 words.
Well, okay, that's true. One name. No, I love his movies. I mean, I think they're the best, right?
Yeah.
But for those of you that may not have known, Alita Battle Angel fell on James Cameron's lap back in 2003. He was supposed to direct it then. He's been working on so many projects, aka Avatars 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, like I don't know how many sequels are going to be total, but he's been working on so much and committing so much time that the movie just kept getting postponed and postponed and postponed, and it came to a point where James Cameron said, you know what, this needs to happen. I can't take the lead as director, but you know what, who will? Robert Rodriguez. And I couldn't have thought of a cooler director, because for those of you that know Robert Rodriguez, you know he's all about the action, okay? I mean, he is amazing. So outside of the fact that you got a stellar cast, right? You've got Jennifer Connelly, Christoph Waltz, Mahershala Ali, Rosa Salazar, who's taking the role of Alita in the film. I mean, James Cameron's putting his stamp of approval on this one, and if you guys know, he's all about special effects, creating these immersive environments that really capture and bring you in. And by the way, this movie rocks in 3D. I know that some people have thoughts about 3D, but let me tell you, this is one you need to see in 3D. Yeah. It is awesome. Little known fact, you guys may know, may not, This movie is also based after a manga series, a cyberpunk manga series from the 1990s. Yukito Kushiro, I think, let me just verify that, make sure that's correct. I don't want to get that wrong.
That's a tongue twister, I understand.
It's a little bit of a tongue twister, but yeah, Yukito Kushiro was the original author of the very popular manga series back then. So yeah, you definitely need to see Alita this weekend.
Yeah, so this is about a cyborg who's revived, and she's kind of figuring out like where she is, getting her bearings, understanding the world around her, and things like that. And so we're trying to figure out, Sergio and I were talking about it before the show, cyborg, human, and we sat down with the cast and we also talked about the difference. Are these cyborgs human? Do they have human characteristics? It was a pretty interesting conversation.
I knew that ship. I've been on others like it, haven't I?
Oh, whatever you were, it's not who you are now.
I'm a warrior, aren't I?
The movie, illustrates that we can have all of this technology, but we need to maintain our humanity. And that's Alita's story.
She has this openness and she has a lack of cynicism, and she has a way of looking at the world that's very gentle and very pure. She's also a weapon. She also is capable of destruction, and she has to come to terms with that.
It's just a body. It's neither good nor bad. That part is up to us.
She brings the humanity to a physical body. It's not something that she was born with, but her brain and her mind is still there, and that's a reminder. That's what we have to keep our focus on.
That's right.
If Alita is the movie you're going to go see this weekend, give us an angry face. I mean, I can see that you guys are giving a lot of love to Isn't It Romantic, Happy Death Day, but Alita is one that you're going to want to go see this weekend. Dare I say, the movie, I mean, you can see it in every format that we have available out there. 2D, 3D, IMAX 3D, Dolby Cinema 2D, and specifically something that AMC hasn't really done very much in Dolby Cinema, Dolby Cinema 3D. We have converted 52 of our locations to Dolby Cinema 3D locations. So take advantage of that format if it is available at a theater near you, because it is an unbelievable experience.
Yeah, so you guys are going to take advantage of that, but you're also going to want to take advantage of our movie feature drink. So this is a drink that is only at AMC Theaters at our MacGuffin's Bar, and it is called the Iron City Special. It looks absolutely delicious. It's light, it's refreshing, it's made with aviation gin, lemon juice, watermelon puree, Sprite, and like I said, it's only available at our AMC MacGuffin's Bars.
And if you guys are familiar with your gins, aviation gin is a Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively concoction.
Yeah, they're movie people. They make gin to be served at the movies. It only makes sense.
Absolutely. Got to get it done. So the next movie we're going to talk about is Isn't It Romantic? Now, Kaleigh, you said that this was a movie that you wanted to see this week, whether it's today or this weekend. Tell us why.
Yeah, so guys, keep giving me all your hearts out there because it's the day of love. You need to give all the hearts to see Isn't It Romantic. I'm excited to see Isn't It Romantic, not only for the stellar cast. We've got Liam Hemsworth, we've got Rebel Wilson, we've got Priyanka Chopra, but it's a romantic comedy, but it's a little bit of a twist on that. So usually with romantic comedies, everything's perfect, the birds are chirping, everyone's happy, nothing goes wrong. It kind of creates this universe that we know is not real. We have bad hair days, things go wrong.
Sure.
Life is not perfect. So I like that it pokes fun at that idea.
Well, I got to tell you, when I first saw the trailer, it totally reminded me of Disney's release back in 2007, Enchanted.
Yes.
Right, with Amy Adams, where she was a fairy tale character that's plugged into real life, and then she's there with the mice and the pigeons singing, and there's this one scene in Isn't It Romantic in the trailer where you see the car driving over the bridge and you see all the birds flying in the shape of a heart. I mean, if the movie's anything like that, I'm all in, because it looks cute.
So Rebel Wilson plays Natalie, the main character, and she hits her head, wakes up, and she is the star of a romantic comedy, and she sees the birds flying over in that scene, and she's like, what the heck? I know this is not real. Life does not actually happen like this. And something that's cool about this one is it's PG-13. So you guys don't have to leave the kids at home for this one. You can grab them this weekend and go and see this PG-13 romantic comedy.
Yeah, so we sat down with the cast. Very excited about that.
Yeah, and they told us why this is the perfect movie to see for Valentine's Day. Let's see what they had to say.
911, what's your emergency?
Someone's broken into my apartment and they've taken everything and replaced it all with much nicer stuff.
So your emergency is that your apartment is too big and you have every shoe you could ever want.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Yeah.
It's the most romantic movie
and the funniest movie that is coming out on Valentine's Day.
Okay,
For
we've,
sure.
we've cooked up a good one for you.
And it'll take away the pressure of having to do something on Valentine's Day. You take your date onto this movie. People will have a great time. They'll laugh. You'll feel a moment. You'll feel a moment. Like, there's all of that in this movie.
You're quite beguiling, aren't you?
Are you feeling what I'm feeling?
No!
Oh my God. It is a celebration of life, this movie, and a lot of great romantic comedies are. Kind of reminds you about all the good stuff. It's not all morose life, you know?
Just see our movie.
Just see our movie.
So if Isn't It Romantic is the movie for you, make sure you give it that heart emoji. We're curious to see how this ends up. I get the feeling you're probably going to win. But listen, we've already spoken about some family movies. We've spoken about some action movies, some romantic comedies, right? And now we're going to get into the horror space for Valentine's Day.
Some people like a little fright on the day of love. You know, we've got a little something for everybody. If you like that scary movie out there, we've got Happy Death Day to You.
So Happy Death Day to You picks up immediately after Happy Death Day ended, right? So if you saw the first one, you know that Tree, the main character in the film, you know, she wakes up, she goes through her life and gets murdered, but then wakes up again, and then goes through it again and dies, and comes back and dies, and comes back again, and throughout she's trying to figure out who it is that's killing her and why this is happening, right? But what I find really interesting about Happy Death Day 2 is that there's a little bit of a twist to that. It's not necessarily Tree the one that's dying and coming back. In fact, the main character, the evil villain, right, the baby face in the movie, isn't hunting her down specifically. They're actually hunting down her friend Ryan. And we have this great clip that we want to share with you right now that shows this baby face guy hunting Ryan down with a little assist from Tree. Maybe things don't go the way he planned.
So?
Well, damn. Good job.
Had a little practice.
Well, who is it?
Only one way to find out.
What the?
So, if Happy Death Day to You is the movie you're going to go see this weekend, make sure you give it that wow emoji, okay? Smash it, let us know that that's the one you want to go see. But that's not all. Kaleigh actually has a little surprise in store for you guys right now.
Yes. So we know that you guys love free stuff. So if this is the movie for you, we have some free stuff we want to give to you. We want to give you guys this prize pack. It's a hoodie, a candle that looks like a cupcake, and a poster signed by the cast. So Sergio, what do they have to do in order to win these two prize packs? We have two of them.
That's right. So we are going to give away two. And again, these are at random. We're going to select winners at random, so you can take your time answering the questions, make sure you get it right, do your research, whatever, or go watch the movie right now. But the question is, who killed Tree in the original film in Happy Death Day? Who was the person that killed Tree?
Yep. Don't worry, that's not a spoiler. We don't give spoilers here on the Thursday Ticket. There's a second movie, so we know that...
And we see her in the second movie anyway. You just saw her now. But anyway, so let us know who killed Tree. Type it in the comments, and we will select two winners at random later on.
Awesome. All right, so our next thing that we have in our weekend movie guide is the Best Picture Showcase. This is one of my favorite events that AMC puts on every single year. Sergio and I are rocking these t-shirts.
Hey,
that if
it
you
says
guys,
here, I bested the best.
Yeah, so if you guys attend the Best Picture Showcase, then we're going to be raffling some of these away at the actual event. So you're definitely going to want to get your tickets. This weekend, we are showing The Favorite, Black Klansman, and Bohemian Rhapsody at our day one event.
Yeah, I mean, the Best Picture Showcase, for those of you that have attended before or are newcomers to the events, like Kaleigh said, are uber popular. And it's the best opportunity for you to really take in all the Best Picture nominated films and really kind of get a sense for who's going to take away the Oscar during Oscar
So this is
night.
our 13th year doing it, if we haven't said so already. It's people who go, they come back year after year because of what a great event it is. And with your ticket, you get a lanyard, you get a booklet, and you get a cinch bag from our friends at Focus Features.
Awesome. So that does it for our weekend movie guide. We are now going to talk about some AMC exclusive offers you're going to want to take advantage of.
Oh, we're going to go into some Hollywood news. And we're
that's right.
That's
yes.
all right. And we're going to continue talking about our Best Picture Showcase.
Good call. Good call. So we're going to do, like I said, good save, Kaleigh, because we are going to do exclusive offers this late. I was so excited about the offers.
We have some really good offers, so stay tuned.
But we are going to talk about the polls. Now, throughout the show, we've been asking you guys to let us know what movie it is that you're most excited about
Alita,
seeing.
Isn't It Romantic, Happy Death Day to You, or our Best Picture Showcase.
And it looks like the majority of you guys, and no surprise, want to see Isn't It Romantic. So congratulations to
We've got a
Isn't
lot
It
of
Romantic.
hopeless romantics out there. It's the weekend of love. It's the movie to see.
Correct. But okay, so we continue the spiel, right? So now we were talking about the Best Picture Showcase. That's not all, because the Best Picture Showcase comes back next week. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it does. So we have our Day 2 event, and on our Day 2 event, you get to see the other part of the Best Picture nominees.
Correct.
So that's Vice, that's Black Klansman, and Bohemian Rhapsody. No, those are the ones we're seeing that weekend, but you get to see the other ones. We also have, tell them about our 24-hour marathon.
So 24-hour marathons. A lot of us have gone to movie marathons, whether they're the Avengers marathons or this or that. Well, we are offering 24-hour marathons to those of you that can't make the 2-day event and just want to cram them all in a 17 or 18-hour window. So make sure you pick up tickets to the 24-hour marathon, because you're probably going to end up sitting in a theater with people in onesies. You're going to come with your sleeping bag, pillows. You're going to enjoy the time. You're going to eat lots of popcorn, drink a lot of soda. It's a ball.
Yeah, so for what I was trying to say earlier, for our second day event, we have Vice, Green Book, A Star is Born, and Black Panther. So that's for our Day 2 event. That's on February 23rd. You will not want to miss that.
So, what's next?
We
got some giveaways, right?
Yes.
So we've been listening to you guys chime in. We've been looking at comments. We've been reading a lot of stuff. And I have a couple of T-shirts right here that are the ones that Kaleigh and I have on. I bested the best for the Best Picture Showcase. And we're going to give these 2 T-shirts away to one lucky viewer who has been chiming along. And who is the winner?
It is Andrea Hinckley.
Andrea Hinckley, congratulations. I can't clap because these are here, but you will be getting these 2 T-shirts, so congratulations.
Yes.
They're awesome.
All right, Andrea. So not only are you going to get these T-shirts, but we just think that you are super special, so we're going to give you something else.
Wow, 2 movie tickets.
Yeah. Congratulations, Andrea. We're going to give you 2 movie tickets. Send us your information, and we will get these prizes to you.
Awesome. So now we've covered all the movies in the Weekend Movie Guide. Now let's talk about some Hollywood news. We got some trailers that we want to talk about. The first one being Aladdin. Now, we saw Aladdin teased a couple weeks ago, a month ago, whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was a while ago, right? But just this week, we saw the full-length trailer of the movie. And what stood out to you about this trailer, Kaleigh?
Okay, so pretty obvious, the fact that Will Smith, the genie, is blue.
Yes.
So there was a lot of backlash. The first one that was released is that he wasn't blue.
So much controversy. People saying, "Oh, how could you cast him? He's not blue. He's not this." Well, guess what? No, Disney made it work.
Yeah, and I think if we've learned anything from this experience, it's to trust Disney. They know what they're doing. And from the animated one, the genie wasn't always blue.
He was a camel, he was a person,
yeah,
it was all kinds of things.
That's the fun part about the genie. So we had another Disney movie released this weekend. I'm really excited for this one. Serge, tell us about it.
Frozen 2. If you haven't seen the trailer that previewed yesterday, go online, see it. It is awesome. The reason being because it's a very different Frozen. It's not your typical, happy-go-lucky music, let it go. None of that. It looks like a serious, borderline action dark movie?
Yeah, it's definitely mature for what we're used to from Frozen, from these types of movies, but I like it. It's a teaser, and that's the best word for it, is because I want to know what happens. Like, why is it so dark? What happened? Is Elsa okay? Does she need help?
I mean, she's walking around with Anna and Kristoff, and Anna grabs this sword at the end, and she's swiping it at the camera. I mean, that's pretty serious.
Yeah, it definitely leaves us wanting more. After the show, you guys will have to go to our YouTube channel to check that out, so you know what Sergio and I are talking about.
Another trailer that dropped earlier this week, which I was pretty excited about, was Child's Play. Now, a lot of horror movie buffs out there. I know I am a huge horror movie buff. I've always been a big fan of Chucky and the Child's Play movies. Now, you know, the first two movies were pretty good. Then they started getting a little corny, and you know, it is what it is, whatever. But I'm very curious to see the direction that they're taking Child's Play in, because it's not, it's you got the good guy doll, right? But it's not, it doesn't look like he's possessed by a demon or by a man, a serial killer. It looks like it's a robot that maybe has gone haywire, scanning faces, and is out to do no good without a conscience. I mean, that's the thing, without a conscience. So I'm curious to see where they take Chucky, because it's definitely it looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks dark.
Another trailer that was released this week. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'll do my very best. It's called Yesterday, and so this is about a man who something happens. He wakes up in an alternate universe, and no one has ever heard of the Beatles. They don't know any of their music. They don't know any of their classics, and he's so just shook by this because they're the biggest band of all time.
Who doesn't
arguably
know the Beatles? He's there. He's Googling Beatles, and all he sees is Beatles, actual pictures of Beatles.
Yeah, so it's fun. But it's also like, what a world it would live in to be like that. So he is faced with the dilemma: does he rewrite these songs? Does he go and find the Beatles? He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, that movie looks totally awesome. You got to see that trailer.
Yep, it was another trailer that was released was a love movie, 5 Feet Apart, and also The Hustle with Anne Hathaway and my girl Rebel Wilson.
Rebel Wilson, we just talked about her already. So those are all the trailers and all the Hollywood news things that we need to talk about. Now I can get excited because we are going to talk about some AMC independent, not exclusive offers, independent.
So the first film in our AMC Independent Spotlight is Run the Race. So this is produced by Tim Tebow. A lot of you guys know him as a professional football player. However, he's dabbling in the world of film. So he's producing this film, and if you know anything about Tim Tebow, you know he's very connected to his faith. And this film is also connected to that. It's a faith-based film. It's about some high schoolers who are from a small town in the South, and they run into all sorts of trouble where they really need their faith to connect them and to pull them through these hard times. So tickets are on sale for this right now. Grab your friends, grab your family, grab your youth group. You're going to want to see this film.
The next movie we're going to talk about, and it's a little Chinese title that I'm going to talk about here, Wandering Earth. I say that jokingly because the movie opened last week at China and did almost $300 million opening weekend. Bonkers numbers,
yeah,
okay?
That's huge.
So Wandering Earth opened last week at a select group of AMC theaters. We have now expanded our footprint to 67 theaters nationwide. This is a movie. It's China's like epic sci-fi movie that deals with a huge problem that humanity's facing. We can't live in our solar system anymore. The Earth is dying, and we need the Earth to sustain life. So what do? Well, as humans, we look for a way to survive.
Yeah.
And the way we do it is by strapping these rocket boosters to the
Earth,
planet and migrating the planet from one solar system on a 1,000-year, 2,000-year journey, however long it is, to another solar system, and all the trials and tribulations that happen between here and there. Now, what I will say is that this movie it transcends just the Chinese audience, okay? I mean, if you're a hardcore sci-fi fan, this is a movie you're going to want to go see, because I truly believe that this movie is going to do what Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon did for that movie, which it's a movie that's going to cater to everybody. And again, big budget Chinese movie, one of the most successful that they've launched. So make sure you catch that this weekend at an AMC theater near you.
Awesome. So now, Sergio, we get to go to the part that you have been so excited to get to.
2 times already, I have.
We have some awesome exclusive offers, and we're finally going to tell you about them.
So earlier in the show, okay, Kaleigh teased that we had a trivia pack for Happy Death Day, and the question you guys needed to answer was who killed Tree in the original Happy Death Day movie.
Yeah.
We are pleased to say that we found 2 winners out there.
So the answer to the question was Lori. It was her sorority friend, not a very good friend if you ask me. She was trying to kill her the whole movie, but that was the answer. So congratulations, or thank you to everyone who answered, and congratulations to Alicia Clark from Twitter and Diane Alexander from Facebook.
Congratulations.
You guys are going to be winning the hoodie, the cupcake candle, and the poster signed by the cast. Contact us with your contact information, and we'll get those prize packs right to you.
That's awesome. Congratulations again. So the first offer we want to talk about is one that we've mentioned on previous shows. It's the AMC $5 bonus bucks offer. If you are not an AMC Stubs Premier member, join right now. If you are an AMC Stubs Premier member, make sure you renew. And if you're an AMC Insider member, upgrade your membership to Premier because you will get $5 in bonus bucks. These are $5 that you can use on anything in theater, whether it's movie ticket purchase, concessions, anything you want to purchase. Okay, so again, renew, upgrade, or renew, which is extend, upgrade, or join and become an AMC Premier member. Thank you very much.
All right, so something else that we have going on at AMC coming up very soon. I know all of you are super excited for the Captain Marvel fan event.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah, so this is on March 7th at 6 p.m. This is an hour early, so you're going to want to, this is a huge movie, so you're going to want to see it before anybody else. And not only do you get to see the movie before anybody else, you get a coin and you get popcorn.
This movie is going to do bonkers business too, by the way. I mean, you know, if you're not a Marvel fan, boo-hoo, I'm sorry, but this movie is going to make tons of money. Get the offer. See the movie an hour early. The next offer we're going to talk about specifically caters to wrestling fans out there. So if you purchase tickets to Fighting With My Family, you will automatically be entered to win a trip for 4 to Chicago to the Survivor Series with the option of also meeting the WWE superstars there. So you'll be able to potentially meet Paige, who the movie's based off of. So again, buy your tickets to Fighting With My Family, and you'll get entered to win a trip for 4 to Chicago to Survivor Series.
Well, that's awesome. So happy Valentine's Day to everyone out there. Enjoy your long weekend with your Valentine or with your family. You have lots of great options to see at an AMC theater near you. We'll be back here next week, same time, same place. We're going to talk about How to Train Your Dragon. What else, Serge?
We're talking Fighting With the Family and Run the Race. So again, like Kaleigh said, we are here every Thursday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 p.m. Pacific.
Yep. Don't forget to follow us on our social channels at AMC Theaters on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Until next time, guys, we'll see you at the movies.
Have a great